All right, good evening, hockey fans, Flames fans, or even Toronto Maple Leafs fans, wherever you're tuning in from. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part of with us. We have a whole packed show this evening. Will run until about 7:55, close to 8 o'clock. Right before the puck drop between the Flames and the Toronto Maple Leafs, we'll talk about a pre-game segment. We'll talk about lineup changes. We'll talk about defense changes. We'll talk about trade talks. Anything you want. Bring your thoughts. Bring your ideas, bring your questions, and we'll have fun here in this pre-game show. But we'll start with a statement. Uh, a sad news coming out of the Southern Alberta Mustangs team. They're part of the USPHL in the US Premier Hockey League. They have written a statement out for any Southern Alberta hockey fans out there. Three of their players passed away or got tragically killed in a car crash, in a motor vehicle crash, while three of their players are on their way to their practice. So, want to send thoughts and condolences and prayers to all the families involved, all the players involved, and all the team involved. And this is what the official statement says. It is with unimaginable heartbreak that we are confirming three players from the Southern Alberta Mustangs were killed in a motor vehicle accident earlier today while traveling to team practice. There are no words that can adequately express the depth of our grief. These young men were more than hockey players. They were teammates, sons, brothers, friends, and deeply loved members of our Mustangs and the communities we can call home. Our hearts are with families, friends, billet families, teammates, coaches, and everyone who loved them. We ask that families be given their privacy and compassion as they navigate the devastating loss. The Southern Alberta Mustangs organization is working clearly with closely with authorities and will continue to support our players, staff, and families in every way possible during the incredible difficult time. We are a family, and today our family is hurting. Further information will be shared when appropriate on behalf of the ownership, Southern Alberta Mustangs. All right, we have somebody tuning in from North Korea. Welcome aboard. Thanks for being a part of us here on the pre-game show when the Flames are gonna take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I just read the Southern Alberta Mustang statement. They were three of their players got tragically killed in a crash as of this afternoon, and sending thoughts and prayers to the team and the family in general. All right, let's get to some Flames talk. As the Flames are taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's a late puck drop, 8 p.m. That's where we are doing our pre-game show half an hour before. We can tell you that Zane Perek, after he was part of the conditioning stint, he has rejoined the Flames, and he will be part of the lineup this evening. He will be paired with Joel Hanley and Stavros Warner. Welcome aboard. I'm Zachary's brother from the High River Flyers, Zachary Warner, bearing number 10 for the High River Flyers. Their season just finished. It was a glad to be part of the team, the High River Flyers. Thank you to their entire organization for having me on board as their play-by-play voice this season when they transitioned from from Action Live to Flow Hockey. I was glad to be a part of them. Um, we have quite a few viewers on our YouTube channel. Welcome aboard. Welcome to everybody tuning in as well. But Zane Perek has rejoined the Flames. He will be paired with Joel Hadley this evening um, in the third pair. That's some good news. One other thing that the Flames have done is they have stopped the alternating of the goaltender. So Dustin Wolf will get the nod tonight between the pipes. He will go ahead between the pipes. So no Hunter Brewster Vetch, no Braden Pahal. Instead, it will be Zane Perek slotting in. The rest of the forward group remains the same. Let's go through that here in just moments. I had it pulled up. We'll start with from the top line till the bottom, and let me know if you find anything interesting. We'll talk about all that. I see Scott's aboard in our Instagram chat. Scott, welcome aboard. Uh, Thank you for letting me know. I'm a High Rivers Flies legend. It was a great season to be a part of all of you and the organization. But let's start with the Flames lineup for this evening. Sharangovich will go between Backlund. Sorry, Backlund will go in between Sharangovich and Mac Coronato. Zari will go with Kadri and Farabi. Huberdo will go with Frost and Gredin. Lomberg will go with Pospisil and Klapka. On defense, it will be Bal and White Cloud. Kuznetsov and Vigar. And Hanley and Perek and Dustin Wolf will get the start tonight. Formenti saying too bad Coleman is injured. Yeah, they are shutting down Coleman until at least the Olympic break. No Coleman for the foreseeable future. And we'll see how that changes. It could be just part of, maybe they want him to remain healthy in case a trade inspires. Talking about that, we'll talk about trade talks coming up. Let me know who would you like to see trade. C Blocker saying, yeah, we need to trade some of these defensemen. This is crazy. Yeah. I mean, I would keep White Cloud for now. Maybe Hanley and Pahal could go elsewhere. Um, and then we just acquired. There was a minor league trade today, where they acquired what do you call Gavin White, right-handed defenseman, with Jeremy Poirier. Unfortunately, Jeremy Poirier's story didn't work out, and in that regard, you saw them trading him to the Dallas Stars. Just reading a question from Aidan Bahalo. What do you think of the Hughes trade? I'm a bit late, but yeah, I've been seeing how Quinn Hughes has been really happy with the Minnesota Wild. I don't know if he has had strong performances. I know he was great against when the Flames played the Minnesota Wild. But apart from that, Quinn Hughes looks happy in Minnesota Wild. Panarin to Blackhawks. I don't think Blackhawks have been linked to them yet, or at least not. But of course, it could be hidden out there. A lot of information don't get as shared out as of late. So it could be an interesting thought. And they're saying Coleman back to Dallas this season. It's likely. I could see Um, Coleman would get more to Dallas Stars. Kadri moved in off season. I don't know if you want to retain on Coleman or Kadri. They only have the one retention spot, and I have heard Kadri would love to be moved, and he wants to win a Stanley Cup with the team, maybe this year, maybe into next year. So that is going to be fascinating. I don't know when a deal will be made, but definitely Blake Coleman, Nazim Kadri are the two big names right now. C Block is saying, if there is great offers for White Cloud, trade him also. I mean, he just got here, so maybe give him some time to settle. He had great interviews as well on Sportsnet 960. So maybe that's a guy you would like to keep. But if you hear offers that are you can't decline, of course, go for it. Mackenzie Beeger has been thrown around lately by Darren Drieger. That's something to keep an eye out for. Just because Darren Drieger broke out the Rasmus Anderson trade, he has close connections to the back office of the Calgary Flames. Frost and Farabee are some of the names going forward for as well. Scott Savard is asking Anand, if the Flames were to get a first overall pick, would you prefer McKenna, Veroff, or Stanberg? I don't know. Okay, first of all, the lottery is in play, of course. So the Flames might get a first overall pick. But right now, it's the Vancouver Canucks that's destined to get the first overall pick. So get McKenna because I think he's still the best player around. But whoever is the best player on the board is you would get. Defenseman, just because we have a logjam in defense, I wouldn't say Verhoff, but maybe keep an eye on Stanberg. That's somebody you could take on as well for the Flames. Ethan Lower Singh, yep, are you all still on McKenna? I still am. I know he has had a rough go with the NCAA, but I still think he'll go first overall and he'll have a great turnaround. C Blocker Singh, I did rather see McKenna be a buzz than pass on him and he become a superstar. Yeah, certainly. Get the best player on the board. Get McKenna if it's McKenna. But like I said, I don't know if you can out tank Vancouver Canucks at this point. Um, do you know an Orion Vincent? I don't think I know that name. Remind me, is he a hockey player or a prospect coming up? Remind me. Who is going number one, I think. Gavin McKenna still. McKenna all the way, if not Stenberg or Lawrence. I think Stenberg is the next best answer. So that's your trade talks for the time being. So Kadri and Coleman is on the board definitely. So maybe another first or a couple round picks you can get from that. White Cloud can potentially get you a second round pick or a first round pick. Even I have heard about Mackenzie Weegar. We have heard from Darren Trigger that he would maybe be willing to move maybe to uh, Ottawa Senators or something like that. And then Frost and Farabee as well. Lachlan Kozeki is asking, should the Flames rebuild or continue to improve their roster? I think at least for this year and maybe the next one, rebuild. So that when the new building, the Scotia Place, opens up, then you have a great contending roster. In my lifetime, I want to see the Calgary Flames become a Stanley Cup contender. I want them to win the Stanley Cup in my lifetime. So whatever that means, get it done. I think it will be a retool more than a rebuild. Maybe in a couple of years, you could see as a part of the Flames becoming a Stanley Cup contender. How high do you think Easton Cells will go in the draft? I don't think I've heard about Easton Cells as that much, but I'll have to take a gander and research about that player. I'll keep that player in mind. Here's a question from the Twitter chat. Anand, could you see White Cloud staying and Uyghur moving? I could see that as a possibility. Um, just because White Cloud just got here, White Cloud's interviews were impressive. He he wants to play for Calgary, it seems. So I would be totally fine keeping White Cloud. Uyghur is having a bit of a tough season, but whichever fetches you the highest return, I would say get the deal done. But giving benefit of the doubt, and Uyghur having more on his term might be another difficult part. You might have to retain. I think he has like 4 or 5 years left in his contract, and the Flames only have one more retention spot. Do you retain on Kadri? Do you retain on Coleman or Uyghur? So Conroy has a little bit more stuff to do. It will be interesting to see. Um, Zenon Donald is asking, who do you want from Ottawa if it's for Coleman or Uyghur? I don't see Coleman going to the Ottawa Senators. It was Mackenzie Uyghur that was linked to Ottawa Senators. So at least maybe a second round pick, a prospect would do it maybe. Of course, you might have to eat some of the contract as well with 4 or 5 years remaining on Uyghur's contract. So I could see it either way. Nick Frias is asking thoughts on pizza. Good question. Always love these impromptu questions. Um, Pizza, I love a good Hawaiian pizza with some banana peppers and jalapenos, or I would prefer a barbecue chicken pizza. So good, so delicious. Um, what do you think about Brad Parkinson? I don't know if I've heard even that name. Just give me a moment. Brad Parkinson. Brad Parkinson for playing for Nashville. I don't even see Brad Parkinson NHL. If Yeah, I think I haven't even heard about a Brad Parkinson. So Nico, I'm sorry. Um, Dylan Dolan, Dylan Donald, pardon me. Good evening, my good friend Anand. When can I get on your show? Send me a message. We can figure out a time. I always love having guests. Send me a DM. YYC Luca, you were commentating my game and it was a 10 out of 10 experience. Luca, which team were you playing for? Curious to know. Um, Kerwin Boutler saying thoughts on hot dogs. I love hot dogs too. Love me some ketchup, jalapenos, and banana peppers. Would go really well on a hockey day. Roadrunner is asking, "Hey, buddy, do you have a podcast?" I don't usually get the time to record episodes and upload it in every time. So I do live shows like this. But eventually, next season or something like that, I want to keep a consistent podcast. So I'll be always looking forward to guests as well. But message me though. I sometimes tend to miss them. So if I forget to reply, I apologize. I just have a lot of notifications to get through. I don't get through all the time. So bear with me if I miss any of your messages. I'll get to them as fast as possible. Wabesi Luca Calgary Rockies. Okay, from the junior prospects hockey league. Cool. Good to know. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. Really appreciate it. We are now about 10-15 minutes away from puck drop against the Flames and the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm just going through chat because it's been fun, especially on the Instagram front. If you're still watching on YouTube and Twitch or wherever you're watching from, welcome aboard. Nikita Grembeck fan club. Who's your favorite player, NHL player of all time? Oh, that's a tough one. I would say Jerome Iginla. Just because how he was really kind to me. I ran into him at Circle K Classic. I haven't see I haven't become a Flames fan or a hockey fan when Jerome Iginla was playing hockey. But Jerome Iginla is certainly my favorite NHL player. He was a legend for the Calgary Flames land. Any predictions on the Leafs game tonight? It's going to be an ultimate battle of the tank. I know the Toronto Maple Leafs are like 10-15 points out of a playoff spot. The Calgary Flames in the same spot. I think they are out of 10 points right now. Let's take a look at the standings. Welcome to my friend as well, Jacob Kwan. Thanks for tuning in. A happy Monday to you. Let's take a look at the standings quickly where the Flames are sitting at. The Flames are at 50 points. They are 29th in the NHL League. And in the wild card spot, they are, yeah, whole 10 points behind. So I don't know if we will ever get to that point. Um the Flames won't make the playoffs. The Leafs will see if they will make the playoffs as well. But I'm gonna say just this might be biased, but a 4-2 win for the Flames. Um, Thoughts on Drumheller Dragons? I know their play-by-play guy, Jason Blanke, fantastic guy, Lachlan Kozeki. I think I recognize your name from the Drumheller Dragons. I used to do color commentary for the Calgary Canucks in the AJHL. Ever run into Jason Glass when in Hyderabad? He's a world professional chuck wagon champion. I don't think so. I don't remember a Jason Glass. Quaid Marchison is asking, who is your favorite NHL player? I answered that it's Jerome Iginla. And shout out to the U15 AA Calgary Wranglers. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for spending the time with us. Really appreciate it. Who is my favorite tennis player? Roger Federer is my favorite tennis player. Um, so shout out to U15 AA Calgary Wranglers for joining in tonight. Really appreciate it. So we are now 6 minutes away from puck drop between the Flames and the Leafs. The Flames snapped a losing streak since Zach Whitecloud was traded to the Calgary Flames on Saturday against San Jose Sharks by a score of 3-2. They played a whole 60-minute effort. It was goals from Matvey Gredin, Morgan Frost on a power play, and Joel Farabee short-handed. So whole facets of different types of goals, which is amazing to see. Especially the Flames have been struggling scoring. Z Jamal's thoughts on CHA? Fantastic fantastic team, I should say. I was doing the CIH Winter Classic, the U17 AAA. I was doing P announcing. Um, I also did the Circle K Classic U18 AAA. That was fun too. Um, Couple really good players. Mason Moran, from what I remember. Um, you put me on the spot, but CHA is a fantastic team. Jordan Tutu. I don't know. I think I may have run across that name somewhere. Oh yeah, Jordan Tutu of the Blackhawks, and now with the Rockford Ice Hogs, the New Jersey Devils affiliate. No, so he retired already. So he played 50 games for the Chicago Blackhawks. Z Jamal played with Mason. Aha, fun. Okay, cool. What about Mark Payne? Mark Payne is a good guy. Really great mentor. He was the one who got me steps into getting into hockey broadcasting way back in 2022, my first year in Circle K Classic. And ever since, we have been good friends, good mentor. Z Jamal played with Mason, fun. Let Mason Moran know I said hi. I know his dad from the Calgary Canucks. I used to be a color commentator, so let Mason know I said hi. Big Mac or Baconator? None to both. I have allergies to ground beef. So I go for usually chicken McNuggets or a chubby chicken burger from A&W. That's my go-to. Pray for the Mustangs. We did already earlier in the beginning of our show. Once again, if you missed, three players lost their life in a tragic accident or motor vehicle accident from the USPHL Southern Alberta Mustangs. Sending condolences and thoughts for you. I will tell Payne you said hi to the team, for the team I play for. Uh, yeah, I talk to Mark Payne regularly, but you can always say hi. Really appreciate it, Z Jamal. And with couple minutes away from puck drop now, I think we'll close it down. So the Flames and the Leafs are about to play in couple minutes time. The Flames have Zane Perek back in the lineup. Jacob Kwan is asking, how do you think Perek will do tonight? I think he will have a good game. Don't be surprised though, because Ryan Haska, he likes to heavily rely on veterans, so you might see him play limited minutes. Of course, you don't want him to be rocked and rolled either. So I would be cautious on how they deploy him. But I would like to see him play at least 10 minutes, at least, just to see how he's doing. I would say put him in for 10 minutes at least. But after all, I don't get to make the decisions. It's the team that makes the decisions. How about that, Jacob Kwan? Maybe he will score a goal, maybe one assist. But I would give him the benefit of the doubt. All right, that will do it for us. Thanks for all of you spending the half an hour with us. We started, if you just missed a show recap, we started from sending our thoughts and prayers to the Southern Alberta Mustangs. We talked about what the CBHAU Wranglers. Can you come read our starting lineup and get our boys typed up? I can do that. Just send me a DM. I can certainly do that. Once again, if I miss anybody's messages or anything like that, I apologize. I get tons of notification every day. but I will be sure to reply to them. Just send me a message. Nathan Schofield, welcome aboard. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, what I was saying, Flames and Leaves are about to play soon. Puck drop in about 9 minutes away. We talked about the Leafs and Flames lineup. We talked about trade talks, potential trade talks, and we took a look at all the lineups information, and we read a whole bunch of chats and questions tonight. That will do it for us. Have yourself a great rest of your evening. Flames and Leaves coming up right ahead on your feed. You can always listen to Sportsnet 960 The Fan, or you can tune in to Sportsnet West, I believe, is carrying the game tonight. So go take a look at that. We'll see you again soon. Maybe if there is a breaking news in the next couple of days, whether if it's a trade or not. But the roster freeze goes in effect on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Till then, have yourself a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. And we'll see you back sometime soon. You've been watching Hockey Talk with Anand on CJY_Anand. And final comment I'll close this off with. You did a great job in High River this season. That's from Wyatt Dahl. Wyatt, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And Dylan Hendricks, also, you're the best, Anand. Thank you so much. Adam Kennedy, can you go live if there is a trade? Yes, it depends on my schedule. It depends on whatever it is, but I will try to go live if there is a trade specifically for the Calgary Flames. But I'll see if there is a blockbuster trade as well happening between till the roster freeze. I'll go live for that one as well. Have yourself a great rest of your night. Thank you so much being a part of Hockey Talk with Anand and CGY_Anand. Have yourself a great night. Flames and Leaves coming up next.